We've been talking about competing desires, right? The things that get in the way of your focus, the things that throw you off course, and you end up disappointing yourself again. This is a vicious cycle that we can get into because you get excited about something. You might hear this video series this week, for example. You might hear my voice right now and get excited and motivated and think to yourself, you know what? I'm really going to do it this time. But then competing desires, distractions, laziness, procrastination, all of these things come in and you end up getting off course. You stop being consistent and then you get frustrated. And so you stay frustrated until that dissipates. And then you see something motivating again. You get all excited and worked up and you tell yourself you're going to be determined and really do it this time. And you repeat that same cycle. You get off course. You get frustrated. And then once that starts to work its evil way through, you turn on yourself. You start to blame yourself. You start to speak evil of yourself. And that's when hopelessness sets in. This is a vicious cycle that people get on because they simply can't fulfill their resolution. They simply can't fulfill the thing that they have set out to do. I use the example of animals, right? Whether, again, terrier, chihuahua, or a lion or a bear. When they are determined to go after something, a prey, a squirrel, a bird, whatever it may be, they are resolute. There is no second guessing. Once they go after something, that's it. There is no competing desire. There is no self-doubt. Again, no second guessing. We're not questioning the thing that we have resolved to do. And so what is it in your life that we can focus on where you are going to be most resolute? Again, as I said, sometimes desires will have their own priority based on the symptoms. We mentioned health. And I think, again, that's a foundation one. You should always be focusing on that. You can always pick the big areas: health, relationships, finances, job. But maybe it is job, Maybe it is career that you need to focus on. Maybe that's the big thing. Maybe health is not the big deal for you. You've always been going to the gym. You've always basically eaten right. You get plenty of sleep. You're good with that. But you're afraid. You're fearful that if you let go of this particular job, which you don't particularly care for, and you know that the thing you really want to do is so competing and hard to get into, you're afraid to make that transition. Well, you don't want to live with regret either, man. You don't want your life to go by and realize, you know what, it wasn't as scary as you thought. The more you know about something, the less you're going to fear it. So if I were you, you don't have to jump ship. Okay, you don't just have to walk the plank and just leave something and go into something else and take all that risk. You can get there progressively. So if you are resolute about going after the career or job that you truly want, you have to remove the competing desires and you have to stop with the self-doubt. You have to stop with the second guessing. You have to stop with the fear. And the best way to do that is to do it in long-term segments. And then let this year be the beginning of those long-term segments. Just say, you know what? I'm going to start reading about it more. I'm going to start taking a class. I'm going to start apprenticing. I'm going to do things in the part-time, right? The spare time that you have, spend less time at the bar, spend less time watching football games, and give more time to that thing that you'd ultimately like to pursue. Become greater at what it is that you really, really want to do. And then when the time is right, you'll be able to make that transition. You might also start to save money towards it. To say, you know what, I'm going to start working now, save money over the next couple of years to where I'll have 6 months to a year's worth of income. And then, I'm going to leave my job and at least I'll have some cushion. I'll have some time that I can really, truly make the full commitment and transition into the new thing that I really, really want to do with my life. You're not too old. Time is not run out. The clock is not run out. You still have more time. You still have more opportunity. But self-doubt is going to keep you where you are. If you continue to question yourself, man, it's going to keep you where you are. You have desires and you should take them seriously. Don't be reckless, but take them seriously. And the way you take your desires seriously is to spend time with them. Right? Spend time on it. reading about it, studying about it, learning about it. This is spending quality time with your desire. It's going to increase in your heart. You're certainly going to get more excited about it, but you'll also dissipate the fear. You'll also dissipate the fear, the things that hold you back. And that's an important part of this. Because, it's an amazing thing that we who say we want something can be the strongest opposition to the thing that we want. We who say and claim that we want to do something, we are the biggest obstacle in our life. How could that be? How could it be that you both want something and then you'll hold yourself back at the very same time? That's not resolute. A resolute person does not question themselves. They do not second guess. They do not have self-doubt. They are in motion going after the thing that they want. That's how you keep resolution. Attaching value to these things, as we've been saying. Feeding these fires, feeding these desires until they become the dominant desire in your life. And when you do that, man, you start to purge yourself of the distractions and the obstacles. Can you dig it? I hope you can.